it blows me away. She's everything I wanna say to a woman, but I couldn't find the words to say. She got whatever it is, I don't know what to do. 'Cause every time I try to tell her how I feel, it comes out, I love you. You got whatever it is.
To the family. We love you both, and I just hope everyone here enjoys themselves. And with that, I'll turn the mic over to Katie. She has a little speech.
Everyone, I'm Katie Sullivan, so I am the sister of the bride, the new sister-in-law of the groom, former indentured servant of my sister for the past year while she's been engaged. I'm happy to pass that baton on to Mike. I am really excited to be here tonight. Tricia has been planning for this wedding, I think since November 1st of last year. So it has been wonderful to see her go through all of this process, and throughout the whole thing, I think, you know, I was like, Tricia, wow, this is so much effort and all of this planning, but it really has turned out beautiful. So I'm very excited about that. So I did just want to say a few words both about Mike and about Tricia, and then about both of them together. Mike has been wonderful to me from the day that I met him, I think at a bar, but you know, he was very friendly and nice, and so it was good. I was like, okay, this guy can hang out and have fun. And throughout that time, he has been always so great to me. I think of lots of moments, especially when he took me with him to go ring shopping for Tricia. And I felt like we really stood in solidarity right there, Mike and I. We got out of the car, and Mike took a lot longer than I did, so I was like, all right, let's get this show on the road. And he went in the back seat, and he had to get a folder. Who brings a folder into the ring shop? That's so weird. And then I saw that, I was like, what is that? And you look on the folder, and it said Project Ice. So, you know, the bling had to have some sort of note-taking, and there was a lot of prep work. So I thought that was, yeah, for Mike, who has been known as, his nickname I think was Spreadsheet, when I first met him. I thought this is so apropos. And so I thought that was a really wonderful moment. We went to Olive Garden afterward. It was the when you're here, your family moment, and I was like, oh, okay, that's exactly right, yeah. And then there's Tricia. Tricia is like the best big sister you could have. I think when we were younger, Tricia was like the one who told me, you know, Band-Aids are not an accessory. I was one of those little kids, and no turtlenecks under flannel. That's out, Katie. You know, on the very superficial level, of course, that was where we went. And then as we got older, it was much deeper than that. Tricia is someone who keeps me honest at every moment. You know, she will tell me, you look great, but you look bad, or you know, you're being unreasonable here, or you are dead on in what you're saying. And so I always look to her to give me sound advice, and she's always there for me when I really need it. So I'm very thankful that she has found someone who is as wonderful as Mike is. As for the two of them together, I'm lucky that I've had a chance to see them in so many moments. I think of a few in particular, you know, dates that I've crashed unexpectedly. I think it was a second year anniversary. They were going on a lovely picnic in Boston, and there was wine and there was food, and then there was me tagging along, and I was like, I'm just gonna come, and Mike was like, no, we'll grab an extra wine glass, don't worry about it. Like, I like this guy. This is what I'm talking about. And even as they unpacked their new house with all of their wonderful new things, you know, it could have been just a Mike and Tricia setting up their life together. There it was. Hey guys, where do you want this platter? Where is this going to go? So Mike is great. And he's like, I'll order dinner, stick around. So I feel very fortunate to have Mike as a big brother. I love them both dearly, and thank you all for being here. I wish them a lifetime of happiness, and I'm excited that I'll get to interject in lots of other future moments in their lifetime. Thank you very much.
Very tough act to follow there. That was only one Sullivan tonight, but I had two Sullivans to follow, but I'll try to make it the best I can. Before I say anything, I appreciate the Sullivans and my parents for helping out with Tricia and Mike for hosting this fabulous wedding. Yesterday was my parents' 30th anniversary. People at the rehearsal knew that, and I said I'll bring it up again. Tricia kind of stole half of my speech, but I'll do what I can today. Unfortunately, like Katie, I didn't get to crash any dates, so I kind of met Tricia on a couple other times, but when she came in, felt like she was family right away. She came in comfortable, moved right in, no problem. She invited me to some of the Christmas parties she had there. She's like, oh, this is Mike's little brother, which I'm a year older than her, and all her friends. That's fine, I'll just sit in the corner, no problem. Just give me a drink here and then. But she came in, and they've been great since. I mean, I can't even imagine what's going to happen once they move in together. That's a new chapter we'll have to deal with. Mike's whole, I'll come over because I know Tricia and Mike are, the one thing they do share together is they love to cook. If you walk into my house, on the right of the fireplace is a mantle. And it's got all the pictures of family members. If you make the mantle, you've made the family. Directly in the center is Mike and Trish with aprons on in a cooking class they took. Directly in the middle, I said, well, if you made the mantle, you're in the family. So I think that was the winning piece right there. But I appreciate that because I'll be looking for food because Mike knows I'm not a cook. And as I do, I take out. Sometimes I'll go home, I'll put something in a crock pot. He's like, what do you use for a base? I'm like, I don't know, he's like, use chicken broth and beef broth? I'm like, no, baked beans and some hot dogs. Like, doesn't work at all. So no, I burned it, no problem. So we went to BJ's, he got me chicken broth, so now getting my cooking aspects a little better. But to go on with Mike, we're 3 years apart, grew up together, went to school together, pretty much followed in his footsteps, got me hand-me-downs all the way through, sports and other, clothes and whatever my mother just threw at me. But once I got to high school, it was good. Freshman year, tough year to get into, but he was there. His friends were there, they beat up on me a little bit, but made it comfortable for me to walk in there. And after that, I said, this is not a bad thing. He pretty much guided me along, gave me a nice, easy path for 4 years. So I said, wow, maybe I'll go to college with him for a year. And I did. We went to college, same thing, freshman year, tough year to adjust. Went to Stonehill for a year, best year of my life. And after that, he moved on. He moved out of the house. I had the whole house to myself. I said, there's one thing I'm definitely going to learn. I ain't moving out of the house. So I stayed there. I learned that from him. Stay at home as long as you will. But whether he knows it or not, he pretty much guided me. He didn't, pretty much told me, what to do and what not to do. So I played off his, his good plays, his bad plays, learned what I could, and got me this far. And I'll be 30 in 6 months. I think I'm doing pretty good right now. So. But I couldn't say any more about Tricia and Mike being together. Tricia, good luck organizing his life. I mean, one day he can't find his wallet, he can't find his camera, his phone, his sunglasses. He lost in the lake, which you bought him a new pair. That will last 6 months. But no, I'm happy to say that this is a great moment, and I look forward to future Christmas dinners at your house and coming over and getting all the leftovers. So no, I can't say enough about these two being together, and I'm just pretty much going to end it on that note. So,
great.
Salute.
Yes, I understand that every life.
Come stop your crying, it will be alright. Just take my hand, hold it tight.
To the bridge one time, come on! She's really ready.